Welcome to all of you. I would like to continue to take this class. In this financial management paper, we are having topic is profit maximization versus wealth maximization. This is quite important topic. Let me explain this topic systematically. At first, I will make little difference between profit maximization versus wealth maximization. The basic difference is profit maximization is all target of the firm which working to maximizes the profit. In the process, how to maximize the profit, having the process means to increase the total revenue or reduce the total cost. Difference of both of these is called a profit. How we can maximize this profit is depends on the difference between total revenue minus total cost. Similarly, having the wealth maximization means wealth of the firm. How to maximize the wealth? Share value of the firm must increase, or the total wealth, the total capitalization of the firm must increase. So firm having these twin objectives, profit maximization and the wealth maximization, these are not contrary, these are not competitor, but both of these are the complementary to each other. So it's having used difference between profit maximization and wealth maximization. Firm is working for both. But sometimes firm may forego for one to achieve the another, for overall beneficial for the firm, for the company. The basic difference between profit maximization and wealth maximization is given here. So in this profit maximization objective, the objective of the firm to maximize the profit is concerned to earn the larger profit. When we come to the wealth maximizations do not consider the profit maximization but increase the value of the share so that the overall wealth of the company should increase. Similarly, come to the second difference is over emphasis. Profit maximization is short-term objective, not the long-term, but wealth maximization is the long-term objective. When firm long-term always want to achieve the maximum capitalization, maximum wealth of the firm, but short-term achieve maximum profit so that in long-term can increase the wealth of the firm. Then come to the risk and uncertainty. And since it is having of the short-term, risk and all these things is not considered here in the short term. The risk and uncertainty is not associated in case of profit maximization in the short term, but in long term, yes, it is considered. They always made this risk and uncertainty. They assign probability of risk and uncertainty so that in future, in the long term, can achieve the maximum wealth of the firm. The advantage of profit maximization is basically computing year-wise, and it is also kind of efficiencies entitled in the short term when we computing the profit maximization. But to compute the wealth, per share market value would rise so that maximum wealth can be have. The wealth of the firm is nothing but price of the share into the quantity of share, which is called the wealth of the firm. In case of considerations of the time in profit maximization, no, it's not considered time. But in long run, in wealth maximization, time is always considered. So these things are given here, and I have already explained the definitions of the profit maximization. This is long-term objective of profit maximization, short-term objective of the profit maximization, and it is happening in the one financial year. As I told you, the profit maximization is difference of total revenue minus total cost. In either way, it can be maximized. First, to increase total revenue, or second, to decrease the total cost. So this is what explained in profit maximization. Now come to the wealth maximization, which is wealth maximization means increase the per share value of that, so that the maximum wealth can have of the firm. How this maximization depends on the goodwill, sales, services, quality of the product. All these things are the factors which increases the wealth. How wealth increases, today's decision taken by the firm increases tomorrow's wealth of the firm. All these things are goodwill, sales, services, quality of the product, and all these things are important to maximize the profit, wealth. Wealth is the long-term phenomenon, not the short-term phenomenon. Hence, when the firm is given all these things, then that increases the total wealth of the firm. Similarly, when we in the business organizations and evaluating the performance of the firm, they're always considering the wealth maximization. Wealth maximization is also depend on kind of the leadership of the firm, kind of the consumer satisfaction, many other factors. If consumer satisfies with particular commodities, then they will purchase that commodity. So in future, it's guaranteed that wealth will increase of the firm. So these are the wealth of the firm basically depend two important subtopic. That is, first is the rate of earning per share. If earning per share increases, then the value of the share will increase, the demand of the share will increase. So the value and price of the share must increase in this process, and ultimately in the long run, the wealth of the firm will rise. The second is the capitalization rate. If capitalization of the firm rises, means the wealth is rises. So capitalization rate is very, very important. Again, in this yellow table, again shortly, and I summarize the differences of profit maximization and wealth maximization, which is given here. I have explained. There's no need to re-discussions of this topic. So this is quite an important topic, profit maximization versus the wealth maximizations. Thank you to all of you being here. Thank you.